Live. What's up, everybody? Welcome. I have some amazing guests. Number one, we have Katie Talk One on One. She at her new city, all the way live out there in Vegas. So they
How
miss
do you
you.
like Vegas?
Yeah, she in Las Vegas.
I love it. It's nice out here. It's always sunny.
Because when I first met her, you was in the South doing all your Arkansas like videos and
Yep.
stuff. And now you're in Vegas.
Yes, Vegas, baby. I love it.
Yes.
I love it. And you know what? The fact about Vegas is like it's 250 some days of sunny. It's
Oh
250 sunny
wow.
days a year. So it's always sunny out here. So it's like it changes your vibe when you are in the sun a lot. You know,
Yeah.
it gets hot in the summertime, but I love the fall. Fall here is so beautiful.
Yes. And also we have Brianna. Y'all know Brianna Simone. Y'all know her. We have done multiple videos together on YouTube. She went over to Bingo. Then he got arrested. Now he's out of prison. And Brianna's back
I don't
on.
think he's quite home yet. I think he's coming home, but don't do shaky. That's still my
Okay.
sister.
No, MC Shaky. You was in MC Shaky agency, and I was kind of hurt because you was making a lot of money
I
over
made
there.
some coins. Yeah, I made some coins over there.
Yeah, and I was like, "Where's Brianna?" He was like, "Well, I'm on Bingo." I'm like, I didn't know what it was, and how is that? Like, okay, Brianna is here, y'all. Welcome. We got everybody here, but I wanted to ask you, how was that Bingo compared to like YouTube? Like, what was the difference with Bingo?
Um, the difference is like you have more freedom as far
Okay.
as like if you want to play music, you could play music.
Mm,
Um, but just like how YouTube is clicky, Bigo is clicky too.
okay.
So, but I feel like and I feel like you have the capability of going over there and really turn it up if you put effort into it. But it doesn't give you the longevity that YouTube has because once you have your shows on YouTube, they're here forever. Whereas Bigo, it does require you to do at least 2 hours a day. If you're going for that $24,000 a month, you do need to be on there 2 hours a day. But your audience has to honor $70,000 for you to get to 24. You get what I'm
Oh,
saying?
so you have to do more time on that app to get that certain number.
Well, okay, so so on YouTube, we get paid for our clicks and views.
Yes.
You don't get paid for clicks and views. You get
Oh,
paid for that stuff that's flying across the screen. So those gifts and stuff that you see across the screen, those equates to dollars. So as many beans as you get, so I think like 20,000 beans is like $100. That's like a box. So the more money you make, which means the more time you end up spending on there, the bigger your audience is. Hopefully, you getting some money. That's why the storylines are so salacious. Like one girl got her ear cut off, bit off. They fight. Somebody's house got burned down. It's very, very like their storylines go far. So
yeah. Oh, it's a lot because then in the one recent one, the baby mama, no, the two women was dating a slow girl, or she was a slow older. Remember on Bingo, and they made her eat stuff like cut her hair.
oh, I know what you're talking about. I didn't follow them. You talking about the Queen people? Yeah, I ain't really
Yeah,
follow.
the Queen people,
Yeah.
and they all came from me, and they got banned. They went somewhere else. It's a lot that goes on there, but you did that, like you, because people always talk about the beef sector, but Bingo is like beef sector on steroids.
Oh
Correct.
wow.
It's like it's on steroids, and they do real storylines. We got to get
I
into
wouldn't say they're real, but I feel like they end up having real life consequences. I feel like they start off
okay.
small, but then they escalate because you have like Dre Baby sometimes have ten to 20,000 people in his room. Like and he'll just be up there with a bad wig on, talking about what happened. So I'm just saying, like, I feel like Wiley, you would fit in over there.
Because
Honestly.
I told Maniac, that's the one that Jason Lee was harassing him and saying he got the 3 letters. And so I
Well,
thought I
I
would
would
be
agree with that allegedly.
You don't like Maniac? Oh,
No. I said they always read him about that allegedly.
yeah, they always read him, but I don't care what he has. He's beautiful. Anyway, and
Is
so
it the lip?
I say
Is
he's
it the
gorgeous.
lip?
I
The lips?
It's the lips. It's the
Yeah.
it's everything. And so I got to talk to y'all about Diddy. Now everybody has been hitting me up about this whole Diddy situation, about the Diddy party and the freak offs and the big dick and telling her to screw these male prostitutes, Cassie to screw. And all of this stuff was going on in the complaint. Then we all talking about it, and then we wake up, or in the middle of the night, it was a settlement. The New York Times said that Diddy and Cassie came to a settlement. Everybody had their reasoning, but it was some people that didn't like it. You had rappers coming out, comedians. Was it Brandon Jackson? You had the lady over there from Proud Family was dragging. Everybody was dragging Cassie. Everybody, but then some people was dragging Diddy. But what was y'all as women? Hearing it, was y'all shocked about Diddy? Like, what was y'all thoughts? I'll start with you, Brianna. What are your thoughts?
Actually, I want Katie to go first. She just moved to Vegas. Let's go first.
Okay, go ahead, Katie. Go for because you just recently sent me some stuff about the rapper, the one that's based out in the South. Was it because he's more like a Southern
Slim Thug? That's Slim Thug.
Like Slim Thug. He's very attractive, by the way.
Oh yeah, he very handsome. He a handsome man, but he say stupid things.
Oh yeah,
I think he's attractive. I don't think he's attractive. I think he looks like he has. I think he's missing a chromosome. But continue.
Look, I think he attractive because he's tall, but the stuff he say make him look ugly because when he ended up saying, why is Cassie trying to get money now? And he gonna continue to say, I think if women didn't come out about stuff when it happened, I don't think they should be able to come out ever. What in what world do you live in, man? First of all, if you're dealing with a certain situation, I'm pretty sure he never been through domestic violence. But don't you know coming out can cost you your life? Like, why would you say something like that? And then when a man like him get up, he's a rapper and he talks or whatever. I think really he's speaking for a lot of men. A lot of men feel like that. A lot of men feel like he feel. But I just think it says a lot about him for men who come up and take up for men to do that. They have the tendency to do what they sell. And they speaking from they speaking from their own feelings.
That's true.
And he's probably abused. I mean, I'm not for sure. Nobody ever came out and said anything because he's really not that relevant. But he probably abused women before. And
I
think if you would take up for somebody like that, I think you have the tendency to do things like that. And I think it just says a lot about the mentality of men because basically you giving a man a pass for being abusive and doing all the stuff that was. I'll sit up and listen to different YouTubers run down everything in that paperwork, and it just was disgusting. Like you this want to sleep with male prostitutes while you watch, and then you getting off. Like, this is disgusting. It's disgusting. I think Slim Thug is a disgusting man. And his rap career is washed up. So all he can do is get on Instagram and say stupid stuff.
I personally believe that men, when it comes to women, they say stupid things. And if you don't know what to say, shut up and let the women handle it. Because we have
honestly, Wiley, not to cut you off, but really you can't even listen to women sometimes because just like the men were saying why now, there was a lot of women like why she coming out now, why she speaking out. And anytime someone would ask that, they're like, that's why. You asking that is why. And I don't understand because growing up a lot of us love learn or respect victim shit. And I'm like, that didn't teach y'all nothing. Lord, Stable and Benson, they teach y'all nothing. All them children they rescue, all them sex victims they rescue, they didn't teach y'all nothing. So I just feel like, really a lot of it comes out of ignorance, jealousy, and greed. Because I'm just going to be very controversial and say that a lot of women low key want to be in Cassie's position. They want to be able to be compensated for their trauma and their pain. And unfortunately, they haven't been with someone who got pockets like Diddy. And we need to be honest and say that no matter what Cassie's reasoning, whether she wanted $30 million, whether she wanted $5, she just wanted to be highlighted. Cassie coming out was courageous because of the accusations that Diddy has faced, or that things that people believe that Diddy has done. She put a major target on her back. And no matter what, her case sets a precedence of the fact that she slapped that $30 million lawsuit down, and within 12 hours, he settled with her, which means that there is definitely something that he does not want out. So the next person should come and present their claim. They should keep doing it until they dry him out.
I agree. I think honestly, I 1000% agree. Again, this was good because it let women know that certain men like men. And it just took these court documents for a lot of women to wake up like Diddy like men. And it was so extreme because Diddy came out with Kevin Hart, said we was wrestling with Usher for some frosted flakes in the middle. Remember, did you see that video? We was wrestling.
It was so creepy.
It was very creepy because Usher was living with Diddy when he was underage.
13.
You know, he was like a teenager.
Yeah, I didn't know that.
Usher go live with him to teach him about the industry and all of that. So Diddy have been doing a lot of filthy
What
things.
did that say about Usher's mother, though?
What did that say about Usher's mother? That she didn't care. She sacrificed her son for fame.
Thank you.
He wanted fame. Didn't care. Oh, this is Diddy. Oh, okay, go ahead. And he was introduced very early. And according to Keke Palmer's mother, Usher is gay, guys. Remember she said that on the recording? And he was rarely associated with Diddy back in the day. So I think all of the industry knew Diddy did that, but it was a secret within the industry. Yes, it was rumblings, but nobody really came out with a lawsuit with all the dirty laundry. We never heard of a freak off. That is just something. Meaning that you're going to book the hotel, like you're booking the hotel, but you're going to get screwed though by the way. But you got to book all that. It was disgusting. And
but didn't R. Kelly have stuff like that in the book that the lady wrote about R. Kelly? We heard about that in the book about R. Kelly. We heard what a freak off was.
Right. He just wanted you to eat boo-boo. And Cassie, granddaddy, she called her granddaddy Pop Pop. And Diddy said, you can call me that, Pop Pop, where she called her grandfather. So it was sick. It was manipulation. It was, if you go, we're going to blackball you. That's why she stayed silent. That's why she shaved her hair. She had no choice. This man was powerful. This ain't Pookie and Ray Ray, a corner boy. This is somebody that's in the industry. And once they put out that you're difficult to work with, then you're going to be blackballed like Monique.
That's true.
You're not going to get no job. A black woman being blackballed as difficult, it's hard for them to feed their family. So that's why.
Cassie a black woman though?
I mean, a woman, she's a woman. I don't know what's her race. I think she's mixed from now to say, but she's a woman. And you coming in, this man with and she was young too, like what, 20 in her early 20s.
He was 37. That was a fact. He was
that was like sick on Diddy part. Like it's crazy. But his dirty laundry came out though, and I'm glad that it came out. And people say, well, how much did she get? Some say 30, some say 40, but whatever the amount is, Brianna, like you said, they settled very quickly. So whatever amount they came out with, it was nice for Casey. Okay, I don't want to. I got what I want. I was heard. Your reputation is damaged, Diddy, and everybody know. Now when we see Diddy, oh, he did this. Now his children, because she said in a complaint that he took me to his son's house, and Diddy FaceTimed her and said, "Put on some more makeup. I don't want my son letting you for him to look at you like that." After he didn't beat her up, had him to come stay with one of his son's house, and told her on the FaceTime to put on makeup. So all that is crazy. Getting her documents, her hospital documents, they emailing it to Diddy. Like, it's crazy what he did to her. And I'm glad she got her just due. Now, when it comes, let's talk about this people. What do you think about Jason? What do you think about all these people like what was that? The guy that does Joe Budden podcast. All these guys in the industry, they staying silent. The Breakfast Club not saying nothing. Charlamagne the God, they're saying, "Well, let's pray." Well, what do y'all have to say about the guys in industry? Pretty much stay silent and not, calling Diddy out for what he did. Nobody.
Isn't Diddy the employer though? Diddy is the employer.
But that's true. Diddy's the employer for a lot of people. I don't know, not for the Breakfast Club. They used to be on Revolt.
Yes, because they're on Revolt TV. They air on Revolt TV, and he owns that.
I don't know. They used to. They air on BT now. They used to air on Revolt. Now they got a BT deal. But Diddy is still popular though. He's still got a lot of business. And Charlamagne could do nothing because he R-word a woman. Allegedly.
Exactly. I feel like all men in that industry have secrets. So it's just like, how are you going to point the finger at Diddy? Plus, they all know because they be at the parties.
They all at the party.
Why would they come out and speak for Cassie? I mean, at the end of the day, is Cassie gonna get him some money? Cassie finna go take care of her man and true. But I have a question, and this is a serious question.
Okay.
Even though Diddy did give her this money, do you think that Cassie in any way, shape, or form in danger?
I would say yes.
I would say yes.
Yeah. Go ahead, Katie.
I would say I think she's in danger. I know it's on paper that Kim Porter passed of, I think the flu, but it was some questionable things dealing towards like Diddy when it came to her passing. And then another thing, I know a lot of people think that every man in the industry is like, on his side, for the majority of them is, but when it comes to a person like Curtis, 50 Cent speaks against Diddy. And another person too that a lot of people don't know that speak against Diddy, which is the man, Method Man. Method Man was speaking.
Really?
Yes, I don't want to spew this too much, but I'm just gonna say this because I seen a small clip of it on TikTok, and it was Method Man speaking. And you know how TikTok is; it's real quick.
Yeah.
But he was speaking on how Diddy used to pull up at a lot of parties where the rappers was there after the stuff was over, and he will pull up and lure men in the car and tamper with men. And they say a lot of the rappers were a victim of Diddy as well. But a lot of the men don't speak out. When they get abused by other men, they won't speak out.
Well, you brought a good point up the other day about the R. Kelly thing. No, I'm sorry.
Oh, you're okay. The men who go through it, most of the time a man will speak out if it was another woman that messed with him. But most of the time, if a man is victimized by another man in an essay, most of the time he won't speak out. But in that little small TikTok, if I find it while I'm gonna send it to you after the show, so you can talk about it in another show or whatever. But yeah, he said he used to pull up in cars and lure these men in the car. And he used to have his way with a lot of.
Is Diddy a big man? Is he like tall in stature? Like like an average height man.
He ain't no big guy,
yeah,
but
so it's like
in the industry. He's very powerful.
It's right. It is the power. You're coming in with people. He's an executive, got millions of dollars. He made artists. He got their masters, right? So, and he got connection with other people in the business. So if I speak up, if I'm this producer, I ain't gonna be able to work no more.
Yes.
I'm blackballed. Even like we're gonna talk about L.A. Reid, like on my other one of my video, he's been sued, and a woman sued him, and she said she been blackballed. So all of these powerful black men that is using their power to destroy black women, or to destroy women, and to destroy some men. They have some male victims. And what gets me, the sick part for that people seen the abuse. I'm like, okay, and they start crying, they dry them tears. They kept on working. So that to me was like so sick. Like they seen the bruises, they seen the abuse, and they wiped the tears. The hotel seen it. He paid the hotel off. Cassie, her friend got abused by Diddy. He paid her off, and they got a strained relationship. So I knew like it's not just, and it's going to be more women coming out because now that she got that bag, more women come out and get the money. They're going to come out. the money.
You brought up the other day, you brought up a fact and you said one of the things that solidified R. Kelly actually convicted is the fact that the male victims actually step forward, right? And that's kind of crazy. A woman's voice is not really good enough in order to get the case over the line. It took the men to finally come forward and say this happened to me too, to where it actually became believable. So I do think that's something that needs to be talked about as well. That a woman's voice is not enough. But if a man actually was to step up and say this happened to me, then it'll actually go further. So I do think that those men should pull a Cassie. I mean, people may talk about you, but is people talk about you enough to live in shame and to not get your justice? Is that enough?
Yeah, it's really sad that the industry is run by men, and that's the sad part about it. It's so sick. And my thing is this: for all the men that were there in those rooms, it's crazy. Like I've been in rooms with consenting adults, right? Gospel singers, producers, whatever, and a lot of things go on there. So I could just I can't imagine like the other level of just somebody getting a bruise and all that. But that stuff goes on. Now I haven't been invited lately because I do a YouTube and they don't want all that type of people in there. But you surprise other people that is in your famous gospel artist. And this one I can just name, just everybody sing his songs and he just get his back blown in. But that's going on. So I could just imagine that goes on in the music industry. And Diddy is powerful. Like I remember homegirl was sitting down. Damn, who was that? Somebody was sitting down at the Breakfast Club, and they said an executive came up to her and said, "Why you not gonna let me F you?" And she said DJ Envy was standing right there. The executive just came up to her and said, "Why do you don't let me F you?" Or I want to da da da. It's just right up to her. Right? It's so disrespectful. Like they don't care about the woman or the man. Like it was one man, muscular guy. Remember, he said a guy hit him on his butt. Squeeze his butt, you know, the one that played in White
Yes,
Chicks.
that's the one that played.
Yeah.
Everybody hates Chris.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He said the man just grabbed his crotch. So he said, grab his crotch.
And he got paid.
They made fun of him.
They made fun of him. Like, oh, you weak. Oh, you what?
But he got paid.
Yeah. He was so, but it's like people. They are doing it's so sick in that industry. It's crazy. Like Amanda, I'm sorry, that was Amanda Seales, you guys that was said in the industry about her. And then let's not even get into like the not Alicia Keys, but the other woman that is out and she just got her master's. She got a Walk of Fame. What is her name? She did a baby that did baby. She associated with Ja Rule.
Oh, Ashanti.
She said, one of the producers said, so I'll give you these beats if you give me some. And she thought he was joking. So she refused to, and he didn't give her the beats, like for her music, like the beats for her music. Because he wanted to get in there. Oh, take a shower with her naked. That's what he wanted to do. Take a shower with that. And she laughed like it was a joke. And he was dead serious. Like, I'll give you the beat, we get in the shower naked. So women go through a lot and they're silent. But if you say something, a lot of women are, and then some.
I'm conflicted in that, Wiley. I have to be honest. A lot of women look for that. A lot of women do look for a come up. So it's like it's kind of hard to know what is actual abuse and then what is actually being done for a come up.
That's true.
And then
I know. Go ahead, Miss Katie.
Oh, I'm sorry. I didn't try to interrupt you. Go ahead.
Oh, no, I think it's just a slight delay, but go ahead. I was done.
Yeah. Oh, okay. And this is what I was finna say too, Wiley. A lot of people wonder why don't, other people come out? Because we've heard rumors. This is not the first thing that we heard about Diddy being a predator. But this the thing, though. A lot of people in the industry that's making money don't want to lose that money. And then you got to think, how does the average American live? We live above our means. A lot of us don't live at, and we don't live below. But when you have a lifestyle and you're living above those means, like let's say a person could be making $100,000 a year, they're going to be living a lifestyle like they made $300,000 a year.
Yeah.
You're going to go out and get a whole lot of bills. And this is another thing. When you go out and you get all those bills, it's hard to come out and speak against the person that probably essayed you because you thinking, hey, I got bills to pay. I'm just going to chalk that up. Some of them are going to go in the room and handle the business just so they can keep that check coming. Because you got to think like people going to do, especially in this time that we're living in, they just got out of, I think it was the actor-writer strike. They just got out of that. Heard about the actors, that man who was married to the other man, he lost his house.
Yeah, you talk about the one that played in Pose. That black
and Cousin.
Yes.
In American Horror Story.
Yes.
He lost his
Billy
house.
Porter. Yeah, Billy Porter. He lost
Billy Porter lost his house during that strike. So
but that speaks to just how the African American actors are horribly underpaid than the white actors. That's just what that speaks to. Because what white person we heard was struggling at.
A lot of white. Well, the ones that came out was struggling. I always said this: if white America got a cold, we got the flu, or we on our deathbed. Because if they're complaining about economic anxiety or economic, what do you think we are going through? So, but when Monique was talking about not getting paid fairly, blah blah blah, she got blackballed, told her shut up. They didn't want to hear her. But now people are saying, but Monique was trying to tell us back then that this one, like people was warning us about Diddy, but a lot of people excuse it. He did the Diddy bop, he did the Diddy dance, he screwed over all these artists, told them to sign these deals, because like it's crazy. But people did warn us about Diddy. We just didn't want to hear it. And everybody that's associated in his inner circle, Kim Porter, she's gone. LB, he almost died. The other guy that was in the Uptown Records, he's gone. Mary J. Blige was accused of sleeping with Danny Boy when he was a teenager. He wrote it in his book, said we slept together when she was on her period. And it was like a bloody scene. And he said he actually missed her. He said in his book that she screwed me when I was underage. And he said verbatim, Mary J. Blige. He put her name in the book. So she's not being counted. So it's a lot of predators, male and female, in that industry. And you have to be very cautious of going in that industry. And people, stop leaving your kids with these quote unquote adults to watch over them. No, if you got your child there, you going to all the events, you coming home, I'm controlling your social media. Some of these parents get so dumbfounded, they just let their child be with these. Like, I don't understand. That's still your baby. And it's a lot of predators that will go after your child. Like, and some of the parents need to be blamed for some of the stuff that they have part of, especially with R. Kelly, Diddy, all of these people. Like, it's crazy. And I feel for Diddy children because they have to deal with the harassment. And they have to deal with, we don't want to turn against our father because they seen some stuff, witnessed. You can't tell me living in that house, they have not heard rumblings and seen some stuff. They just, that's their father, I guess. And it's money. And you don't want to mess up. And then you don't want your father to blackball you. So they just take it. But it's crazy. Something is going on with it. Then he's outside and TMZ them fake pictures. He's trying to pretend like he's so sad and so humble on the phone. Like, girl, stop it. Anybody want to do business with Diddy after that, you deserve to go to the freak off. You deserve to get hit across the Washington dryer because you've been warned. If you go there and sign up with Diddy now, you know what he's gonna do. Even with Carisha, somebody said, look at her nails, Wiley. It's paint white, like she had. Cassie put in the documents that her nails have to be painted white. And Carisha, please, or Young Miami, her nails are paint white, but she didn't say a word. And her career, it's kind of tainted by association because she had to sign up, said she do golden showers. She said a lot of filthy things. So she haven't said a word since this have dropped.
Why would she say anything? She's still getting her payday. Why would she say something? Did he still got money? Whatever money he gave Cassie didn't affect her at all. She not gonna say nothing. She gonna keep getting her money, and then when she get old, she gonna write a book.
Right. But do you think Saucy Santana should put hands on Diddy since he want to put hands on DJ Academics? Do you think
because him and Carisha probably having threesomes with Diddy.
Yeah,
allegedly. Allegedly.
That's what I heard.
That was alleged because I ain't got no money.
Yeah, it's allegedly.
Because it was rumors that Saucy Santana and Diddy was getting it in that Carisha is Diddy beer and they have a relationship, Saucy and Diddy. I
like my girls BBW. Saucy Santana.
It's a lot. It's a lot. But Saucy, no, everybody in the industry know. Just like everybody know Usher is gay. And that
why did you say that?
Kiki Mama Miss Sharon said Usher is gay, guys. When she went to go after Darius, she said that verbatim. Now she's trying to clean it up, but
what Usher gonna do with it?
But again, Usher was associated with Diddy. I just want to know Usher. I just want to know. It's 7:00 on your drop top cruising the streets. Did you cruise it to the freak off? That's all I have.
Okay, Wiley. But if Diddy wanted your number, Wiley, would you give it to him?
Absolutely, I'll give it to him in a heartbeat. I will go to every freak off in a second. Just make me because Diddy is Diddy. He's an attractive guy. But at least I'm signed up for it. But I don't want you to see me knock me across the dry unless you give me about $55 million. You got to pay me for that type of abuse. I didn't get paid for that pain. You know what I'm saying? Let me pay me for that, but don't just knock me across the washer dry and don't give me nothing from it. No, I can bust another.
I have a question for y'all, and this is a serious question. So let's say you was a housekeeper in one of them platinum hotels, 5-star hotels, and you see that's Diddy mollywop Cassie in the elevator. And he came and he offered you $100,000 to not say nothing. Is you gonna take the money?
I don't know. A lot of them people at them hotels ain't making no money. So I bet you
I would say yes. Me, I would say.
Why are you gonna say?
I would take you. You're selling me $100,000, cold cash. I would flip
no taxes.
Huh?
No taxes.
I would take it. I would take the money. I would take the
money.
I know that is not a lot of money, but $100,000 is a lot for me. $100,000 right now is like, I'll take it. I'm like, oh, I didn't see nothing. Did you hear that? No, sir. Me no speaking of English. I would take it. I'm not gonna lie because I would lie and say, oh no. No, I would take the $100,000. And anybody,
you wouldn't even negotiate.
I wouldn't negotiate. I would take it. I need $100,000. I'm a house. You said a housekeeper, meaning my funds is limited, and I would take it and flip it. Yeah, I would take the $100,000. Absolutely. I'll write about it later, and on my deathbed, I tell my amazing, you remember that, Casey? I just want to say. Yeah, I tell it then, but I just gonna be honest. I'm
gonna be honest and say this: I'll take the money and I'll tell someone else to tell. That's what I'll.
Right.
I'll negotiate though. I'll be like $100,000 ain't enough. I could go sell this story for $1 million. I'll negotiate.
I feel you on that. Okay, I like that.
And then if he turn me down, I'm gonna go sell the story for $1 million.
I just tell somebody else. That's what I do. But I still take the money. But you gotta think the average housekeeper make, $14 an hour. I mean, that's nothing.
Yeah.
And they're probably undocumented or fresh in this country or blah blah blah. So you said 100,000 would change people's lives. You know what I mean? Because people say that ain't enough money, bro. You ain't making 100,000 now. So
$100,000 tax free.
Yeah, that's a lot that can change people's lives, So yes, of course I would take it. Absolutely. I would say, if I was saying, oh no, I would not do that. I would fight it. No, I would not. I would take the $100,000. How many times y'all have seen abuse at these jobs? You still show up and clock in all day. Verbal abuse by your boss, harassment by your boss, you still clock in. You see your coworker getting abused. You don't say nothing, but you talking to her at the break. Girl, did you see Mr. So-and-so? Girl, I told her not to be by herself and going into that closet. He hooked up to that dryer and that hanger. And you still clocking in because you don't want to mess up your income. Like we all say these people, speak up. They need to, but are you going to be there when they lose their livelihood? No, you're not going to be there. So everybody say speak up. But people don't realize how small that industry is and how everybody's connected. And it's a lot of predators that Diddy could be like, okay, If you don't fire her, we're gonna talk about your freak off, Clyde Davis. You know what I'm saying?
That's right.
So it's a lot of them do all them type of parties. It's a lot of them, and that exists in the industry. And it's sad that it's going on. It's crazy that's going on, but that's what it is. I just want to ask y'all right then and this, and I want to be honest, and I want to get y'all thoughts about Keke Palmer, because they're about to have a hearing in December with that whole domestic thing that she got a protective order against Darius. She also have a temporary full custody, sole custody of the child as well. So what did y'all thought as women? Because a lot of people kind of like was against Keke the week before, but then it was on Team K. You know, they was kind of against Keke. So what are y'all thoughts about that? Do y'all think it was true? Do y'all think it was a conspiracy to bring a black man down? What is y'all thoughts about the Keke and Darius situation?
You don't want to know my thoughts about this.
What do you think, Brianna? You go first. Brianna.
I feel like something in the milk not clean, and let me tell you why. You, Keke Palmer, want to release a photo of this event of this man choking you out allegedly on the sofa. Why you ain't give me the full video? I feel like he could have been defending himself, and this was the best way to make it look like she was not the aggressor. And she has star power behind her name to where she could go present this information to the court, and then they're going to give her what she needs. I feel like I need to see the full video before I say anything.
Okay, you're on that. But for me, I think that they have a lot of evidence, and I think even when it comes to the child custody thing, I think that honestly that he's a danger. I think that the mom is. I don't think that she would get aggressive knowing that it's just all a lie. I think that he's a verbal abusive. I think that he's an F-boy. His brother's F-boy, according to the mom. And we think that Usher is gay. And it all stems from like, even
it all goes back to Usher is gay, Katie. You hear that? Everything goes back to Usher being gay.
But it started before Usher, though. But the gag is, though, that if he is abusive, his daddy is abusive because his mama got order protection against his daddy. Against Darius.
Okay, but Wiley, but what you're not talking about. So what you're not talking about is how Keke admitted in her prior relationships,
right,
she was the aggressor when it comes to violence. So they both have violence in their background.
I get that piece, but we're talking about currently now with the child. And I think that obviously what Keke had, the court said, hey, we're going to grant you that. And the video was provided. We just got the still images. The video won't come out until the courts allow it to come out. Those were still images.
Gave it to me.
And so whenever the courts the thing come out, but I still think once the video come out, people still ain't gonna believe Keke because number one, she's a black woman. And typically, society tends with the aggressor, the abuser. We could go out through the history that we are on the side of the man abusing the woman, and the woman said, oh, you stupid. You should have got involved with it. It never could be me because blah, 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 blah. They all dig up on Keke. But how many women have been with a man that put their hands on them, that have stayed and got out? Some women can relate to that. And Keke is young. So, but does it excuse the fact for Darius to be doing what he's doing? No. Obviously, something happened. I think he was jealous of Keke, celebrity status, her being a celebrity. But I don't understand. A lot of women like to dumb down economically. They don't like to look at Nicki Minaj's husband. He's a whole SO, got on the resume list, and that's Nicki Minaj. Out of all the men she could have dated, she picked him with ankle bracelet now. He's on home confinement until like a couple of more weeks. So what is your thought? Do you believe it actually happened? Katie talk?
Katie.
I believe it actually happened. Yes, I believe it actually happened. And then you made a great point, Wiley, when you just said a lot of women go through the abuse and they stick around. And this is another thing too on why a woman would stick around. A lot of women have fear of being a single mom too. So she probably looking at it like, I'm trying to make this work with my baby father. Like, even though he probably a bad person, show bad character, I remember seeing a video of them on live on Instagram. They were like in a restaurant, and she was like, you know, you like these Libras, and they was just having a little conversation going back and forth. But I looked when the video was paused, like how he was looking at her. He looked like he abusive to me. Just that look that he gave her. And you look back, just like when we were just talking about the Cassie and Diddy situation. When you look back at these pictures, you can look and tell these women look a certain particular type of way. Mm. And I think a big reason why a lot of people were not believing her is because of the situation that happened at the Usher concert. She was out having fun. That don't mean it never happened. Just because she was out having fun, and Usher not a stranger to her, like she personally know him. So it's like, you can't look at that situation where she was out dressed a particular way and say that she wasn't abused. I believe it happened.
And then also,
look how Kiki mama was acting. She act like that mother been knowing what's been going on.
Absolutely, like because also we never hardly heard Kiki mama like that. Out of the 2 decades we done,
that's the first time seeing her.
That's the first time you heard her voice. You never obviously something triggered that mother.
But and what would trigger her to say Usher gay?
Because I think what that is, because he kept saying, you a whore, you a Jezebel. He was dragging Kiki, insulting her. If you listen to the recording, he was insulting, and Kiki calm, like, you calling me a Jezebel, you calling me this, you calling me that. And she said, you talking about Usher. Usher is gay. Usher is gay, guys. Like, she telling you, like, girl, you upset about her surrendering a man that don't even like men, and they don't like women like that. He's gay. That's what she's trying to tell him. His mind is like he was kind of insecure that. But with that being said, because they was like, well, he wasn't aggressive in that record. Of course, if I'm recording you, Katie and Brianna, y'all celebrity, you think I'm gonna act a fool when I'm gonna try to make myself look good? I'm gonna be just as calm, but I got through cussing you out in the beginning of it. But then I'm gonna finally put the record on and be all just as calm. But Kiki was calm and she was talking to her mother. The reason why I think her mother is involved in all of this, because she's also the manager. She's controlling, she's managing the bag. So she have to be aware of this because it's her sole job to make sure that $1 million, I think she said $30 million operation. She said, maybe your mama, we made, if I am a aggressive celebrity mom, it's $34 million in. Like, she made a lot of money, what she was talking about. So she's controlling Kiki's brand. She's in charge. She's managing it. And it's also a crisis. So they didn't put this to the internet. The mom had to put it to the internet because the stuff come out. She just had, I think the mom was over it. I think she was pissed at Kiki. I'm telling you, he's a piece of crap. He had been doing this. You be giving him, typical young women think they know it all. They think they know more than their mama. And the mama had to step aside because I can't overstep my boundaries because I'm a consultant in the matter. She's not an infant. She's a child. So, I mean, she's an adult. So I have to just give my advice and blah, blah, blah. But when it was tough for Mama Bear to stand up, like she went in because of other Jackson. You said
But I feel like as a mother, like in any type of situation, you're going to go in protective mode over your children.
Absolutely.
If I want to, I'm saying I don't believe Kiki. I just feel like we don't have all of the facts. Okay. I do feel like they are pandering for public opinion. Like, who's right in this situation, who's right in this situation. And the only people who matter is to make sure that Kiki is not being abused and that baby boy is safe from harm. That's the only thing that matters. Trying to convince the public.
Granted her the paperwork though, because when it comes to the court, they just not finna just.
Yes.
Oh no, I do believe that they presented evidence to the court, but it's what she presented, and it was, if it's a situation where they act fast, they're going to act fast. Like if even something was to happen on YouTube, like they're not going to comb through all the hours. They're going to look at and present to them right now. Right. And then they'll go to another hearing, and then everybody be able to present their case. Okay. So, yeah, but I'm not saying that I don't believe 1,000% that she wasn't abused. No, I believe something happened. We seen something happen. We seen him over her. That but the meter may be like, yeah, she get the baby and go. That's enough.
Because for me, she got sole custody. right now, sole temporary custody plus a temporary restraining order. And they got a chance to do December. Now, what messed up with Darius is leaking conversation because that's illegal in California. So your chances, because you're still technically harassing Kiki and people, because you know if you get a protective order, it tells you you cannot communicate even through a third party. You got to stay away. So for him to illegally record, send it to bloggers, you're proving your case wrong. You're like you're hurting your case. You're hurt. If you're really innocent, you shouldn't leak recordings because they're gonna use that. Because you see Kiki, she gonna be on the Soul Train. She collecting receipt. You're just doing all the damage because you're gonna harm. Because when y'all go in front of December, the judge will like, why did you record and leak that recording? And you can't lie because you can get a perjury. You're sending that information. Because how will we get it? Kiki ain't sending that recording. Darius recorded her and held on to the recordings because he knew his day was going to come that this was going to be in. And he did that to embarrass Kiki, but it's not going to win. It's not going to work because Kiki, number one, is beloved in the industry. And number two, she still brings in the money. Yeah. She still brings in the money. She's still in blockbuster movies. This is Kiki Palmer. We grew up with her since the Keelan the Bee. I want to be in the National Spelling Bee. So we've been fans of her for years. But when it comes to Darius, if he is abusive, then you need to get help. And women, you cannot change them. No matter how tight and wet and Gucci your yoni is, you can't change an abusive man. Tina cannot change Ike. And they said, Ike, why did you hit Tina? And I said, and why are you so sad? And he was, and I'm like, he admitted that in an interview of why did he hit Tina?
Yeah, but let's talk about how
they think it's the right thing to do, Wiley.
Yes, it's crazy.
Go ahead.
But what people do not talk about enough is the fact that even up to her dying day, Tina Turner still had love for Ike. Tina said in an interview, and I'll never forget it, she said, they asked her about the movie, what's love got to do with it? And she said, it wasn't even all like that. She said, me and Ike loved each other. Yeah, it was some abuse, but it wasn't like that. You know, they'll go in and they'll make it they'll on there and they'll make it what they want it to be when it comes to Hollywood. This man dead, and she was still defending him.
Yeah, absolutely.
You got to talk about the psyche of it. Like,
I think that's still a bit of control that he had over her. And then another thing too, when she says she still loves him, I think what she think is love is sympathy. Because what a lot of abusers do is they talk about their past, the stuff they went through growing up. Oh, this man did this to me, and my mama boyfriend did that, and I had an auntie that did this. And they get that, and you garner up a lot of sympathy for them, and you feel sorry for them. And that's how your abuser keep control of you. Mm-hmm. Because they make you feel sorry for them.
Right.
I can't personally say that Tina don't love him, because she could. But a lot of it is sympathy that they feel for their abuser.
Yeah, I because when I was watching Tyler Perry documentary, his father was very abusive to him, beat him to a bloody pulp. And he said the reason why I forgave him, I started looking at his life, and he was beat for years and years and years as a child, as an adult. So that's all he knew was to be abusive. He was abusive to Tyler's mother, and Tyler loved him. She died with him being in love, but she also was a cheater too. Because Tyler Perry, that wasn't his daddy. His daddy was somebody else. They took a DNA test. So mama was out there creeping. So Maxine was out there putting that cooch to somebody else. So, but that's to tell you, you said that they have this simply because they use that, my mama did this to me and blah, blah, blah. You knew Ike was, even in the movie, anybody knows when you do Hollywood movies, you're going to make it just as wild to get people
relationship.
Yeah, it got to be so we can watch it. But at the end of the day, I don't want anybody to be in a producer, physical, anything. And that's why I try to work through therapy and all that type of stuff I got to work through because I don't want to have to put my hands on nobody. I don't want to have no relationship. So when Rico threw that drink in my face when I was associated with this guy, Rico, he threw that drink. That was an abusive thing. Whoosh. And I saw that anger and I said, oh, this ain't going to be able to work, show. You ain't getting no more peen, no nothing, no peen.
Why do you think you traumatized behind drink being thrown in your face, do you the drink in your face and the finger in your butt, do you feel like that traumatized you in a way?
I think it did traumatize me because that never happened. So I'm like, oh my God. And I saw the anger of him. And then he told me I got charges of beating up another dude. And so that's why I said, oh, we could never work because you like to throw hands on human beings. And I can't. And so him just throwing the drink, because when you do that, that means you can't communicate and have disagreements. When somebody laugh or laughing at a joke or they think something funny, instead of you saying, well, don't laugh, you want to throw hands. I can't be with a person like that. Okay, do this.
Thank you. And Wiley, you know what?
Yes.
When I first meet a guy, I do stuff intentionally to see how he gonna react.
The reaction of it. Yes.
A man, well, anybody, if they quick to get angry or however they act when they get angry, they're gonna show you very soon. So if I do a little something and I want to see how he gonna act, I can automatically tell if a person is abusive. I remember having a show about something last week, but I let a gentleman up and we were talking about how some men try to control women. And I said one thing about it, you can never control or you cannot control a person's personality. The psychologists say our personalities are bred by the time we're 5 years old.
Wow.
So I was like, you can't control a person's personality. It is what it is when you meet them. And this man gonna proceed to say, yes, you can control it. I said, what you gonna do, beat him? And he got quiet.
Oh, that was his answer. That's his answer.
Yes. And this guy I asked my panel, this particular fella, I gave him my email because he was trying to get my number. I emailed him, just told him thank you for coming on, and he gave me his number. I never called the fool because I could just tell a fool when I see a fool. I'm sorry, I guess it's because I got life experience. I'm in my 40s. I can tell a fool when I see a fool. And a lot of women got to start opening up their eyes and seeing that toxic trait that you noticed early on. Take that and run the other way. Don't look at him like, oh, this is a project that I can fix. Because women love projects for some reason. I don't know.
Why not work with themselves?
I don't know. But these men can't be no project. They're not going to change at all.
That's true.
They're going to show you who they are early. Just pay attention to the signs. That's all I can say.
Pay attention to the signs. And this was amazing. I love having y'all on here. Like, we had gotten to.
I love being here. And shout out to the audience.
Yeah, this love it. Because when I was on Brianna's channel, I saw this woman named Upitty, and I love Upitty. She's so
don't go for Upitty because that's my sister.
And she's so beautiful. And lot of people nesting them, they don't like her. And I said she's beautiful. I said she's most talked about person in the beat set, and I like her. And I was watching Brianna's show. Listen, I gotta get out of my bed. I can't even hear myself, and I gotta hook up this mic because you got Jada with that cartoon voice. All these people just singing up on her, and Brianna was just getting drowned out. And so Brianna had to hook up her microphone and I guess control the fact, because in the beat set, everybody's emotions was just really, really high. And everybody want to talk about uppity children. Everybody want to talk. I said, listen, that is typical beef sector. That is typical. That's an old school storyline. I guess everybody talk about. But I said Uppity is beautiful. Tracy is beautiful. With the golden tooth. I just think that when people say she's ugly, I challenge them to pay attention, like my sister, my beautiful sister Uppity, to come on camera. Let that be a challenge. Let's do a face challenge. I want to see you walk the one-way challenge. I want to see face. Okay? I want to see face. And let's see how you look. And I can guarantee you, you ain't looking like all that good stuff. Uppity does it always. So we love Uppity. I just want her to be encouraged. I know you're being dragged in the beef search. I was going to try to defend you, but I was tired. And I had to go watch Tyler Perry.
One thing I love about Uppity is that no matter what, she's going to be herself. She is going to state her opinion. She's going to, you and Uppity got that in common, where like y'all did something that y'all don't like, and then y'all just change it the other way. Like y'all just changed, like that's not what was said. So I love Uppity. Like me and Uppity, we had a tumultuous relationship, but she has become somebody that I actually am very keen on. I love her. She's her own self. She has her own personality, and you know, Uppity kicks up dirt. Uppity is the type of bitch that will tell you, bitch, I don't like you, and here is why. And I appreciate that about her.
That's how I feel. You know, that's the B sector, and I love it. It's a family. It's a dysfunctional family, but it's family, and we all love each other. And just like now, Katie talked with us, and part of my family, and Brianna part. We've been knowing each other for a long time, and it's great. And I just love that we was able to have this conversation.
Oh, you love Jay Wilson?
She said, "Do you know Jay Wilson, Katie?"
No. I'm asking you. No. You said we are all family, and I said, do you love Jay Wilson?
Do I love Jay Wilson? For a certain sense, I love Jay Wilson, him getting the bag. I love Jay Wilson putting commercials every 3 minutes. I love Jay Wilson going live back and forth. But I don't love how he treat animals because that dog attacked him. And so that's giving me something that you probably was abusive. The dog saying no more. So that dog, like when the dog is fighting back, because usually dogs are really calm. They love their owners. So when they come there and start throwing them hands on them paws,
that dog hit him with a 2-piece.
Yes, it's going to do a lot, you know. So that's the thing with that. But again, I think everybody in the beef sector is incredible people. I love them all. I love Treasure Lane. I love everybody. But I talk about everybody, but I don't want anything to happen to anybody in the beef sector. I love them. I love everybody. Rico, I love everybody. I love everybody. I just talk about everybody. Just like that makes the beef sector. Because when I go to the beef sector, always nice. And I do want to apologize to King Roman. I didn't come to his fashion show. I apologize for not coming to his fashion show. And in honor of that, I will donate and put toward the pot for the female fashion show as well. Okay, I would do that honestly. But other than that, nice. I would do that for the fashion show for the women and the beautiful women. I hope Tracy. I really hope my good sis Tracy does the fashion show because Tracy.
No, your good sis my baby in the fashion show.
Oh, Tracy not gonna do the fashion show.
My babies,
huh?
My babe, your sister, my babe.
I didn't say a grease show. I said fashion. Okay. Okay. But I'm here for it. I'm here for it because my babe do think she look nice. So if she think it's fashion, go right ahead. I'm gonna get my bread. Okay. I ate all my ham, so I got to go back to the store and get some more ham. But I'm gonna go there and I'm gonna show some love and some more bread. Yes, I love it. This is great. Make sure y'all go follow Katie. Tell them how they can find you because I've been following you since you've been breaking stories about Arkansas, and I thought you was gonna talk about your governor, how she trying to kick out them Chinese, well, your former governor, because you been out of Arkansas. She don't want no Chinese companies in there. So
yeah, I haven't been attached to the politics in my hometown. Oh yeah, if you want to follow me, make sure you go and hit me up. Look me up on YouTube at Katie Talk. That's Katie Talk 101. And I was off into the celebrity thing, but I kind of switched it up. Now I'm talking a lot about the community now. And
yes,
community. I've been interviewing a couple of girls from my hometown. They got some little beef going on. I have an interview from a couple of weeks over there. A girl exposing a lot of dirt that went on at the motorcycle clubs in Arkansas, and she's exposing a lot of things. She actually ended up getting like some death threats and some hate mail due to some things she said in my video, you know. You guys want to go check that out. I have an interview actually coming up scheduled tomorrow. It's at 4:30 West Coast time, Central time, 6:30. You guys don't want to miss this interview. It's going to be a lot of dirt spilled. You don't want to miss it. So yeah, I've been off into the things about our community.
I'm here for it, and none other than Brianna Simone, and it's amazing.
Thank you.
You do lives mainly at night, because I'll be catching you at night. You don't do live and during the day like that. Like sometimes.
Well, okay, we're super busy. So like if I'm having a slow day, I'll do it during the day. But I get in where I can fit in, and I just sub to you, Katie. But you can find me at Brianna Simone Pettyville, literally everywhere. But yes, I do basic beef commentary. Sometimes we'll have real life conversations. But yeah, come see your girl.
Absolutely. Y'all know the Wiley Show. Thank you. Make sure y'all go follow them. The moderators post their links in the chat. I love this conversation. I love bringing creators together so we can talk and get different perspective. And I really wanted the women, and I'm glad the women were able to talk because there's so many topics that's been dominated that men are leading it, but there is nobody can speak on women issues like women. Women have to lead the charge of speaking of those issues. The whole thing that happened with Cassie and Kiki Park, like women got to lead the charge. So I wanted to hear some women, that energy about what y'all thoughts about that. But are y'all gonna watch the Soul Train Awards? Because Kiki is hosting it. I'm watching it being nosy, and I want to.
I don't have cable.
This is supposed to be like this week.
Yeah, it's on the come right sometime in November. Right? I think it's this.
I don't have cable.
But what I do, if you don't have cable, I get the YouTube TV, the different credit card email address, and I do the free trial. I think they used to do a free trial. Or you could do like Sling for a free trial and then cancel. I used to do the Sling.
Oh, okay. I can do that.
Okay, that's what I do.
Yeah, because I got to watch.
You know what we didn't talk about? It's one thing we didn't talk about, and I really want to talk about it.
Which one? I'm sorry. Did I forget something? But go ahead.
We didn't talk about Meg Thee Stallion and Party.
Oh, yeah. What's your thought? Y'all can talk about, what is your thought about?
Oh, yeah, we can talk about that real quick. You start, Brianna, because
about her being a whore. About her being a whore and a cheater.
I don't really care. This is what I got to say. This is what I have to say. I was a major Meg Thee Stallion fan. But I just feel like you can come out rapping like, oh, like how you breaking niggas, how you pimping niggas, how you getting money from niggas, how da-da-da-da. The situation with Tory happened, cool, but don't let that be your legacy. You got to go back to showing us how you pimp niggas, how you break niggas, how you do this with niggas, how you that bitch, because this is the image that you had. You're not gonna ever live in Tory mode. So I thought it was bananas for her to come against one of the biggest ghost writers in the industry, think that he was not going to eventually retaliate. You opened that door for him to respond to you in the manner in which he did. Now, the problem, Megan, is that women were naturally already going to believe him. But the reason why they're going to believe him more is because they saw the way he fought for you during the whole Tory Lanez thing. So if he then comes out and says A, B, C didn't happen, and then he admits that, yeah, I did have a situation this after all of this, it's not like he said he ain't do it. He said, I did it, but it wasn't at your house and in your bed. So I just feel like, Megan, I need you to go back to pimping these niggas, taking their money, and girl summer. That's all I gotta say about it.
Nice.
Right. I feel you, Brianna. And following up with what Brianna said, she put out like a diss track about him saying that he allegedly cheated on her, whatever. I just feel like this. Whenever a person tells their side of the story, or you make a diss track, or you get on live and say this and that about people have the right to respond. We live in an internet world where if someone says something about you and you don't respond, they're automatically going to believe what the first person said if you don't speak up for yourself.
That's true.
So when a person is kind of got a light shined on them because somebody said something, they really have to speak up for themselves. And then, I think some people in the society that we live in, sometimes people feel like females have a right to vent and voice their opinion, but when guys say something, they get a lot of backlash. But
exactly.
Whether you male, female, or what, when you say something about somebody, expect people to say things about you. Just like the young lady who got on my platform and she said a lot of things. Now everybody inboxing me saying they want to interview me about what she said in the interview. So it's like when you say things, people gonna say things to you. And like Brianna just said, he is a big ghostwriter in the industry. And I'm pretty sure he did some ghostwriting maybe for Megan. I'm pretty sure they were in a relationship. And like she just said, everybody seen what type of boyfriend she had. Like, he was riding for Megan. Just to be honest, he was looking like a clown, like stupid, taking up for her.
And that's what he said.
I'm gonna be honest. I've been in a relationship where I kicked it with one guy, and then somehow I found out they know each other, whatever. And the guy that I'm with that don't know I messed with that dude, he started saying, well, I'm gonna say this and say that. I'm like, no, don't say nothing to him. You know, me personally being smart. I tell my man, don't say nothing to him. Let him ride. He ain't nobody. Yeah, I'm gonna say
ain't nobody
with this man. I'm not gonna sit up and let my man sit up and make a fool out of himself, calling himself taking up for me. And I know I done gave this man some nookie. My man. And not only that, I wouldn't do it to myself, because I know stuff like that end up blowing up in your face.
That's true.
And I think that's what happened with Meg. I'm not gonna say I think, I know that's what happened with Megan. You got Blueface with his toxic self came out saying that she gave him top. I mean, this is embarrassing. So you know, Party probably sit back like, dang, I fell in love with a 305.
And he said that she dropped that song on his daughter's birthday.
Yep, and you know she had did some stuff when it came to Tori's birthday. She got on live and did some stuff on his birthday. So she has a pattern of doing stuff on special days, on people's special days. She'll do
but I feel like she can do whatever she wants to Tori. I don't care about that. Do whatever you want to Tori. Tori's trying to get out of jail right now.
I'm just saying she got a pass. That's all I'm saying.
Yes, you do. Yeah. But I mean, it's okay to be vindictive, but just don't think that.
Watch how you be vindictive. Don't let your man beat with the man you slept with. I would never do that to a man. Like, no, I wouldn't do that.
Right, I feel you. I think everybody is having things to say, but me, honestly, Megan is beautiful, and she want to give that coochie.
She is gorgeous.
She should. I think Rosa Parks fought really hard when she refused to get off the bus.
What did you say, Wiley? I didn't hear you.
I said Rosa Parks refused to get off the bus.
No, before that.
She can get that coochie to anybody she want to give it to. And Rosa Parks fought really hard for women's rights to give it up to anybody. And she's wealthy, beautiful, and let's be crystal clear. Men have always been slinging that ping from Dr. King all the way down. And women just have to take it. Now women like, why we just can't be creeping and doing all this type of stuff. I just think it's more hurtful for men to see women do it. But how many times have y'all dealt with men that cheated on y'all left, right? But when y'all do it 1 or 2 times, y'all are disgusting. But men don't get that same type of response. Look at
you know why?
I would say because it's society realm. Just like a man just can't be licking on the balls and then say they straight and they say, I did it one time, it's all right. But women can say, I ate on that wet, and I'm good. Oh, okay. Go, girl. But if he said I goggled on the nuts, what did he just say? What did he just say?
There's more to it than that with Wiley. You know why? Because men have opinion, and we have something that's made different from y'all body parts. I'm gonna just say that.
Okay.
We have an entrance, so it's like when you allow multiple guys to go into the entrance, it looks like. Have you ever just heard somebody break down the things that goes on with the male peen? If I could just send you this video and you talk about it as clean as possible, it's disgusting. So whenever you hear a woman got a lot of bodies, it looks more worse on the woman because the male privacy is disgusting. So they looking at her.
What is a lot of bodies though? Like 10, 20, 30, 40?
They her like you've had all these disgusting peens in you. So they looking at you like ill. That's why.
But what happened to safe sex though?
Because we gotta let a man inside of us.
Oh.
But what about safe sex? It protect us from the
entering. Us women are receivers. So when you have received a lot of these pings in you, it covers you with a lot of toxic energy, and you get all these bad spirits, and you get a spiritual malfunction amongst your spirits.
Oh.
It's a spiritual thing, especially when it comes to women. from the men. They get
so the condom don't protect us from the spirits.
No, ma'am. A condom won't protect you, and a condom won't protect you from a bacterial infection either. And I'm so serious because you can have a man that sleeps around with a whole lot of women, and he'll go to this one girl that probably ain't messed with nobody in months on end, and then you'll let him enter you, and y'all have relations, and he used a condom, but from all that bacterial that's held in his groin area can give you a bacterial infection because all those different yonis that's been in his area has shifted to your area and threw off your whole pH.
And then he probably even go wash. He just came right over to your house after you left house.
That's why you got to make a man get in the shower. I gotta wash it myself. That's what I like to do.
Well, again, the feminist marches in industry, the women's rights, they fought for you to have power over your yoni and to do it and sling it and give it, let it out. That's what women fought for, equal rights. And if women want to have equal pay, then they should be able to equally give that yoni to whoever they want to. And I just
don't know what a high body count is, though. Like, what's a high body count?
Her body count is very powerful, man. The baby.
You get to my age, we don't talk about body counts at my age. So.
Blueface.
Yeah, right. Because what are you saying as a high body count? Like 5, 10, 20, 30, 50, 60, 70?
We're talking about body counts in the industry. You got to think how small that the industry is.
Oh.
This is the world. This is the world right here. The industry is like this.
I want my woman to be advanced in the bedroom, and if she want to have it with multiple partners, I am there for it. Do what you got to do because your yoni is designed to be used, not to be set up in storage. It's to be used to get in. If you don't use it, it's going to work. It's going to be broken and collecting dust. You supposed to use that thing. If your yoni can just spread open and deliver a baby and snap back together, then it's supposed to be used. That muscle's supposed to be used. Use it, women. Use it. Don't listen to these ladies here.
Tell them to use the condom, though, Wiley. They got to use
use the condom.
You should use it, too. But if you don't decide, you have to deal with the consequences. Your yoni is your yoni. And then your yoni is a yoni. And Megan, I don't want to cry because I love her so much. She went through a lot, and so she's going through her zone. She want to ride it. She lost her mom. You know, when you lose somebody, you know, and you see the baby. Some of y'all give it to the guy at Walmart because he gave you a discount off the chicken. But yeah, y'all getting mad at Megan having it with the baby, Blueface, the producers. Like, she doing what powerful man, and her yoni is so amazing. I know it smells good. I don't think she's a filthy person. And again,
no, even.
And her ex-husband and the ex-boyfriend is decent looking. I mean, ex-boyfriend. He's decent looking. All of them are decent looking. And Megan, I love her so much. And her fans love me too. I'm a hottie. And one thing about a hottie, you use something that is hot and you want somebody to feel that heat. That's it. That's all I'm saying. That's all I'm saying. And there's nothing wrong with it. Just do it safe. I'm all doing it safe. Put the plastic down there, and it's saran wrap, the female condoms, and it's like plastic that you got to put down there, like a plastic condom, like, and it's like a.
I've never used a female condom.
Oh, y'all don't use, so the man we have to use the condom, so that. But if I'm eating, put my tongue down there, why should I put a rubber down? I'm putting all my tongue in there too. You know? Because
you can catch it easier vaginally than you can in your mouth.
Okay.
Somebody is just
like they're really like filthy and nasty and stuff. Okay.
Yeah, you really can't contract stuff like that through your mouth unless somebody's down there having an outbreak. But besides that, the doctors tell you it's a very small chance that you will catch anything from that.
Okay, so I'm gonna just wrap it up. Just be done.
Just wrap it up.
Megan Thee Stallion, if you're listening, if you just want to give it up some more, I'll wrap it up. I'll be there. If you call me right now, I'll be there. Because that's Megan Thee Stallion. I don't care what y'all talk about.
Wow, you gotta send her the Brandy poster picture.
Yes, I gotta send her the Brandy poster. Just like Jada Pinkett Smith was giving it up to August Alsina. Like, and he been
back in the day, Jada was giving it up everywhere. Like, Jada had all the things.
He ain't been the same since when he was with Jada. It's like, and I understand what you said, a soul tie, because you went Jada. Wheels white. Okay, Jada. You said what?
Jada had that
But now August bisexual. So you can holler at August.
Yeah, he is, but he probably was at the Will Smith freak offs. You know, with Will Jada, they ran him around, spread him over like a piece of bread. That's why he's like, oh, and then they cut him out because they're powerful. Like they do stuff like that. And I'm almost done with Jada Pinkett Smith's book. I got about 40 minutes left of her book, but I'm not shocked that Megan Jada is giving up the yoni. I'm not shocked because men has been giving up forever. And they said even Dr. King was going through freak offs. Like there was tapes and recordings of him doing and witnessing. I mean, just watching on Netflix, FBI wiretap.
So was he going to the freak offs with the white people or the black people? Or the mixed
there was Aretha Franklin daddy used to have freak offs.
Yes, he did. He used to have a freak off, yes. And that's how Aretha got caught.
Her daddy used to have freak out. Jesse Jackson, Martin Luther King.
All of them used to go.
All them blues singers, R&B singers back in the day used to be there.
And they used the church like gospel as a covering. But after the service was over, going there, they got it in. And that's how Aretha got introduced sexually at an early age because she got introduced to that by a grown man. So this stuff been going on for years.
It's going on out here in Vegas. It's a really big. It's a really huge community of swingers.
Oh, I want to go to one of those.
Hey, when you come visit, hit me up.
Okay, we gotta go together, swingers. Yes. We gotta go. We gotta swing, baby. Okay.
And all you do is drop your keys in the basket. Whoever get your keys, that's who you go.
Yes, I want to drop. Okay. You
but
said.
What if a woman get my keys?
The car keys.
But what if a woman get my keys?
And the couples pull the car.
Yeah, but what if a woman was to get my keys?
Yeah, you gotta go with her.
I'll take my keys back. I'm changing my mind.
Oh man!
Rooms. I heard about it. I haven't been there, but I've heard about it.
I heard about it, man. Well, this was good. I told y'all, man, this was a good show. Thank you again, Brianna, for reminding me about that Megan. Oh my God, the situation because they eat me up on Twitter, and they eat me up everywhere because I took Megan's side, but that's okay. But again, we're gonna see Brianna going live. We're gonna see Katie. I'm looking forward to your interview. I'm looking forward to all the creators. I think 2024. Like, what's y'all goal for our last point for 2024? Like for y'all platforms, what do y'all want to see y'all platforms in 2024?
For my platform,
yeah,
I see myself doing a lot of collaborations with like-minded
I like that.
creators. I see
like
myself doing a lot of collaborations. I see myself tackling a lot of topics that's affecting our community, and I see a lot of change. I can see my voice creating a lot of change and at least making people think different from my content. That's what I see for myself.
I agree. I like that.
And I see that for you as well. As for me, I want to continue talking about my weight loss journey. So far this year, I've lost over 120 pounds. I'm very proud of myself in regards to that. Just talking about I've done it using Wegovy. So, just talking about different methods in which you can lose weight that does not require surgery. I hope to eventually reach 10K. I do want to talk about different topics and just having like a lot of discussions and things of that nature. And just, shining my light.
Yeah. I just want to stand up more, I want to get into stand-up comedy, sketch comedy. I just want to do more. I want to interview people more political stuff. Go on and talk about Jason Lee. He's a flop candidate, and don't vote for him. He's a flop. Very flop, man. The Jerry Kerr flop. So talk more. And I want to do more collaborations in my city in Chicago and do more with y'all. Like, just entertain people. And I want to travel and meet the subscribers more. I did 2 events in Dallas, and I just want to go to the East Coast and just meet more and more of y'all, and then go back to Vegas and see UK. That's how I canceled it because it's only the Vegas people. So now I want to see more people as well. But this is amazing. I want to get in the studio. It's a lot that I want to do, and I want to be in Megan Thee Stallion draws. Okay, that's like a goal. I'm kidding. But no, I just love, yeah, because I want more of us as content creators. 'Cause, you know, we are in a minority on this app, like us as Black creators, like the ones that really get pushed on the media. They talk about Mr. Beast and these white YouTubers. So I want all of us to like, well, we make millions and we taking care of staff and we have an empire. So I want more for us and just to work together, you know. I can't wait. They said this was great, Wiley, Katie, especially Brianna. You are looking so beautiful, Brianna. Yes, absolutely.
Thank you. Y'all beautiful too.
It's amazing. And it's good for the weight loss journey. You know, I was 364 pounds, and now I'm like 310. It all depends on what day if I'm eating a burger or not. So I'm slimming down, and because I'm just getting my body weight. Yes, for health, and I tell my doctors that. But when I leave there, I just want women just to like, I want you, Wiley. I want that. I just want that. I want you. Like, yes, I want to be that thirst. I want that where they can just send me cash out. How much you need? I'll give you that new car. Like, I just want that, you know, even though that's going out the window because y'all got the roses now and it makes y'all come even faster than some of these niggas. So,
like,
right. So yeah, so I love it. Thank y'all. Make sure y'all go follow everybody. Again, I'll be watching the Soul Train Awards. My good sis Kiki from Harvey, Illinois. They're from Illinois. I'll be reviewing the Soul Train Awards, and I can't wait. Thank y'all. This was fun. Y'all have a good night. They said he's handsome fitness coming soon. Yes. All right, y'all. Bye. Look at the beef. Hey, we love you, Bree. The beef sector is here. I love y'all.
All right. Good night. Fabulous.
Bye, y'all.
All right. Bye.